Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME and welcome back to another episode of Vampyr. Where we last left off, we're making our way to the docks. I don't know exactly how much further we are, but we are... I feel like we are at the docks though, but we got distracted by some other enemy types. I don't know where I spawned up at because I ended the episode, turned off the game, and then I don't know where they spawned me at because I don't know the save point or the spawn point. Yeah, I think I fought here, I believe we fought here when we were entering this area for the first time, I believe. But I don't know where exactly we fought. I just know we fought somewhere around here. Yeah, this very spot is where we fought. Yeah, thankfully no enemies, because we cleared it before we ended the episode. So technically there shouldn't be any enemies here again, just randomly. Ah, right, that guy right there. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's where we need to save this guy. Let's go. Wait, why is he level 19? How is this thing level 19 out of nowhere? Ah, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. I walked into that, too. Oh, there we go. I got the blood. It's not great. Oh, jeez. I'm trying to, like, hit the right guy, but I didn't hit the right guy, apparently. Got him again. Give me again. Give me again. There we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, we gotta heal up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Blood again. He should be dead, right? No? Oh, he is dead. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. No! I got the other guy down, too. Damn it. No, give me his blood. F this guy. There we go. My goodness. I'm sorry if I'm cursing a little bit, because it was just frustrating for me. No! I don't like the fact that they all parry like that. No, no, no. Okay, back to healing again. There we go. I'm not a big fan with how the combat's still doing. Okay. Oh! Why is this guy still doing it? Oh, he's dead already. Really? Really? Why is this... Why is this game... Why is this combat so rough still? Jeez. Ah! I'm sorry. I'm complaining a lot, and I don't like to be complaining, but it's just... It's so frustrating, because it's like... I didn't expect to fight a level 19, and I didn't expect it to be that rough with all the enemies. Just... I just swear, why do we have to have the game where it's like they're... Why do we have the characters... Why do we have the enemies, like, parry? Like, why parry system? Why? Why do they have a parry system? I don't have a parry system. Maybe I do have a parry system. Let me double check. I'm very frustrated that I can't have something like a parry system myself. Let's see. Dodge. I know what to dodge. Action and fight. Interaction. Melee. Shoot. Skills. Ultimate. I've never had an ultimate, I don't think. Yeah, why do they get a parry and my character doesn't ever get a parry? Like, it just makes no sense whatsoever, because that's such an it's such a very, like, strong and underhanded move against the player. Like, I can read it, yes, in battle, but why can't the player have equal footing as the enemy, considering that they are not the stronger vampire? They're scales, right? So why are the scales with the best ability of parry that literally counters anything and everything in its way, and has a stoppable strike, or a stoppable lunge, where they lunge at you and that's it. You can't, like, you can only dodge it, but you can't, like, hit it right in the middle of the air. Like, it just feels it feels like the combat still irks me a lot, and I've already at a point where I've kind of hated the combat a lot more nowadays, but I'm still playing it because I'm still struggling with it.
All right. Are you alright, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Pah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy!
Oh?
I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang.
Oh.
So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
This guy's literally drunk. He looks pretty drunk. So is he on the list now? Oh yes, he is. Archer's in here now. Okay. Well, he looks kind of drunk, so I don't think there's much information from him, anyways, or that they're not gonna let me talk much to him, I guess.
Are you sure you'll be able to
Young man, I am perfectly capable of defending myself.
Sorry, I skipped that convo for a little bit there. Details. I see. He's level 3 mesmerize. Plus, we haven't gotten full information about it, so... Oops, my bad. So, I don't think it really matters much. Alright, let's see what's in this area, I guess. Probably nothing much, really. But yeah, the combat just irks me a lot by the fact that it's just, like, very... Like, I'm still feeling so disadvantaged. I just don't know why, but there's a lot of weird mixes of things that makes this game harder for me to really, like, want to give it a better saying. I mean, I don't want to say that I hate this game overall. I don't hate it. I think there's a lot of good stuff in it and a lot of bad stuff in it, but more bad stuff than the good, unfortunately. Like, it feels like there's a lot of, like, pause and read, of course. Dear mother, whatever happens to me, remember that your son loves you. Okay, that's sad. That's pretty sad. Jack. But, like, for me, it's like, I've been playing a lot of games, other games, of course, outside of just recording and inside of recording, of course. Like, I'm playing Ghostwire Tokyo right now, and Zero Escape of Virtue's Last Reward. And I'm playing this, and it's like interesting because it's like there's games that just have a lot of text, a lot of like things going on, but this one has a lot more
There
things
is a
going
name
on.
engraved under the blood on the back of the case.
Sorry, I wanted to see where the bloody letter went, but okay.
Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
Maybe you should. I will probably most likely return that watch to the guys, whoever it is. Portrait of a building structure, architecture thing. Okay, nothing more it seems. You know what's funny? This mirror makes me think of Phasmophobia. Because this is the cursed mirror, and you just grab the mirror and just see where ghosts are in the room. But anyways, yeah, like, I've been playing the other games, and this one seems to be, like, it has a lot of variety. I honestly respect that. Like, there's a lot of systems in place. But the problem is that they're not very, like, useful to each other, I feel like. Like, the money is, like, the economy for this game is not much. Yet, you know, you want to get more items and materials to power your character up. But then, what's more valuable? Skills and abilities that you have that helps you survive the fight? Or the weapons that are stronger? And then, why limit the number of how capable your weapons are by that point? Like, eventually I'm going to stop being able to upgrade my weapon. And then I'm going to be forced to not be able to do much with my weapons. Who's here? Wait, what? I'm confused. He just took out his weapon for some reason. Is there a scale nearby? Or an enemy nearby? I'm not seeing it. I don't see anything over there either. Yeah, I have to go that way anyways. I have to go through that gate to get to the main objective. I'm gonna try to look around here before we move forward. I'm also wondering, are we supposed to look for the guy's son, I guess? So, yeah, this is the guy we need to... Oh, so we're just saving the guy? Okay. Saving the guy just gave me this. Well, the other one is the old lady, which Convince Sal Shun to go back to the Whitechapel. Okay, so we need to convince that old lady from Whitechapel to go back. So we need to return the items, the watch, to the to the thing, to the person, to whoever it belongs to. Oh jeez. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to dodge back. There we go. But yeah, otherwise it's just like a lot of systems don't communicate with each other in this game sometimes. Where it's like, you know, what is more stronger, like, to the player, and like how valuable stuff are. I mean, here's the thing. What I would probably do as a person who works on games, I guess, but it's like, I'm not saying to knock on wood on the fact that, you know, they didn't try stuff, but my options here. Also, I realized there's I think they marked the map again, did it? Yeah, it did. Keeps marking the map. Why is these custom markers? Sometimes the custom markers keep showing up when I didn't press on anything in the game, dude. Not sure why it does that. Alright. But anyways, point is, what I would do for this game, for me, personally, my frustration kind of mixes everything in my head that I'm like, this is this, this is this, this is... What I would do, technically, is probably not tie the level up systems with the sleeping. I get it, the sleeping is to move the day forward in a way, or to allow for the player to... to allow the narrative to move forward with, like, Jonathan rests. And I think that's the key thing that's a problem to me, personally. If you have abilities like this, and you're not giving much XP either, the XP is very, very dramatically low. And the encouragement to this is that you need to kill people that you learn more about. It's not the fact that you're giving an option, but the fact that you're making it harder for the players who want to play it like a normal good person. And it's like, if you wanna, you should probably give a good balance to both experiences, right? So I don't know, like, it's really rough for me personally. I've played games where, you know, the balance is not there. And this is one of them, unfortunately, where it's just the balance is not there. If you play a super nice person, you know, you make the game rough. If you play a really bad person, you don't punish them, you're encouraging them. And I don't know, like, there's this like sort of like unbalance in every part of the gameplay, unless it's justifiable in like its story. What is this now? Bloody necklace from Seymour to my beloved mother Stella. Didn't I?
From Seymour to my beloved mother Stella. What is this doing here? Who are these people?
I'm confused either. Yeah, like, why are we just getting random items to return to people? Why are we getting some random butt items? I mean, like, for me, I would do away with the sleep, because it doesn't really feel like it's necessary, honestly. Just power up your abilities in the main menu, like in the pause menu. This menu needs to be utilized better. And worst of all is I can't really tell where my abilities are. I can't, like, reach my character abilities and see what I can plan. Like, the problem is there's no place for me to be like, I plan on getting this ability and that ability and upgrading my character. Like, I look at Ghostwire Tokyo, which is a little bit more newer, of course. And that one has like a chance for me to look at what I want to get. Like, it gives me an option. Like or not every, but many games really do give you this character sheet, the character skill tree, whatever thing. And this game doesn't do that. This game chooses to force you to go to bed to just do just that, just to look at it at that point. Which is fine a little bit, but I feel like it's better to just let the player like see it constantly, so they know what they're gonna go up for, and then they're gonna mix that up with the XP that they see on the top right corner, which is around my screen that I'm covering apparently. Like, I wish there was that chance of just letting me just get it when I feel like it, versus having to force me to go to bed, find real actual hideouts just to take a bed, sleep, and the crafting table is also like necessary for sure for like stuff like that. I guess they're just trying to justify their hideouts as well too, which is another big thing I think that they want to do. But I feel like hideouts shouldn't just be just for upgrades and stuff either. It could just be like just purely sleep, you know, purely just to heal up. I mean, I played games with another RPG that I'm playing on the side right now. Yeah, there's some enemies nearby. Human enemies, that is, this time. Oh, there's rats down here. I don't need the rats at the moment. It seems like I've healed. Large beast, level 22. Jeez. Okay, I'm not... It seems like I can't be here too early. But, yeah, like, if anything, I'd rather just upgrade myself and, like, not have to go to hideouts. Like, I would do away with all the hideouts. That's what I would do. Instead, the hideouts would just be focused on having the tables, because that's already a big encouragement for me to go to find a hideout. Is like, I want to upgrade my so-and-so. And, having those crafting tables there is pretty darn useful for sure. But the sleeping is not necessary. I feel like I'm never going to sleep outside of my own home base or until I finish a good amount of like story content or mission content, quest investigations, fights, etc., etc. Like I would rather finish those up before I actually choose to do way more of an upgrade at the moment, because I'd rather save those XP. I clearly can't get any more besides killing more folks, and again, that's a huge encouragement for me as a player to go suck blood and embrace the enemy, or embrace the innocent people who I choose not to want to embrace at all. Like, I don't want to embrace these people. Oh, what happened?
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night? Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
I just have a bad feeling he's gonna die for it, though. Alright, let me examine the body away.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Wow, okay. But yeah, otherwise I'd say, like, that would be one of the systems I would change right off the bat. Second system I would want to change is probably the shilling system. Maybe having better encouragement for purchasing weapons and gears and stuff like that. I think that it'd be nice to also have like costumes on sale, I think. Like some new outfits, because Jonathan's been wearing this whole outfit. Not the worst outfit, I like this outfit a lot. But I wish there was more outfits to like purchase off of, maybe better with like one would be probably better stealth or something, or I don't know. Not more blood, of course. Nothing like, oh, better blood. Maybe, like, extra layer of armor, I guess. Like, a bit of, like... I'm trying to think what would be the idea behind it. It would be, like, metal sheets, like, plastered on some parts of Jonathan's body. Maybe even a necklace or something to, like... Or a neck brace or something like that to protect him from getting sucked by the other bloods.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mark.
Something, I don't know, like something that works kind of like an armor for Jonathan would be really interesting to see. Alright, let me get this guy's fatigue out of the way. I've been holding on to this.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
It's funny because I'm literally... Yeah, he's just getting fatigued. Okay.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Yeah, it took so long to give this guy medicine.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
I'm giving you free remedy, dude.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking Tom Watts about him.
Okay. Tom Watts is the guy we'll look for, I guess. What do you do for a living?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why drink so much?
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Okay.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Oh, I now thought about this. Sorry, I'm reverting back to my conversation earlier. I'm paying attention to this guy's conversation. I know what he's saying already, or what he's saying so far. But I'm thinking like instead of the neck thing, it could be like gauntlet, and you like Jonathan can hold up the gauntlet in time to get like when they lunge at you, the vampire could just suck the blood off of the gauntlet, which means nothing. Honestly, it's just saying that he's holding off the bites, basically. And then the gauntlet or whatnot could be like a thing to hold them off from attacking him and losing blood and stuff. And that would technically work as the parry system that the player could use with Jonathan. I wish there was that kind of thing where it's just like, could we not try? Why don't we try having a parry system where it doesn't do damage, but you can hold off from the thing, and then you over time when you upgrade or something, you can just have him where he's like he builds strength in his arm to push away the enemy when the lunge happens. You parry, but it's not like a bounce back, like a counterattack yet until you upgrade something, and then it becomes a counterattack or something. I feel like the systems are very simple in the combat without thinking, and it's just like they didn't try to explore new things in a weird way, and leave it as the baseline of combat of just primary attack, secondary being weapon shooting or weapon stun or whatever the stakes are. Secondary smaller weapon. It's like those kind of things are just very meh. It's nothing unique. It just feels like, oh, good damage, that's it, I'm done. Or, oh, stun, I'll take that stun. Or, oh, bleeding effects thing, or whatever, I'll take that. Like to kind of build off of a simple systemic mechanic, I guess.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
Really? Where's everyone?
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die? Is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb.
Oh.
Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there.
Oh.
Even if you tell me where it is, I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Damn. So he lost some things in there. Lost some people there.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing?
Okay, I already...
Why are you so cynical?
Yeah.
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
Yeah, I wanted to just hear that, what the other option would have given me. Personal questions, there's only one.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure, I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
That is quite a dream, anarchism. Oh, jeez.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better.
True.
But most of us are too weak,
Very true as
too
well.
corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
I don't think they're only greedy or corrupted. I think there's also the fact that a lot of a lot of outside power holds them down, like economy and potentially illness, economy, and potentially just psychological like barriers, I guess. In a way, psychological mental like instability is like a cause for a lot of people to just struggle a lot. Not saying that they can't overcome it. It just takes a lot of time to try to get over it, or to it takes a lot of effort and time to get past it, I guess, in a sense. But yeah.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Oh, his comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Fair.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor.
Oh.
But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
Okay. Very fair. Very, very fair. So he doesn't have real connections, but he still kind of has a real connection with whoever it is.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
He still kind of has a connection with his comrades, of course. Alright. I'll probably talk to those workers as soon as I explore a bit more in this place, because I haven't actually fully explored this place due to the fact that when I came back around here, I never really got a chance to look around fully. I guess they prevented me from looking around, actually, because they wanted me to focus on... And I'm really robbing this place. I'm guessing that, like... My guess is that these lockers that are very easily lootable... These lockers probably used to have like a mechanic with it, maybe? I have a feeling they cut the mechanic of lockpicking or something like that to the game, because it was a little bit more complicated and stuff maybe for them to handle. Because I feel like this kind of game has like a lot of RPG legs to it that just wasn't really fully explored or had time to explore, because they had to keep the budget low or keep the time to release very quick because they didn't have enough time. I think that's also part of the sad parts of development in games.
I think I'm losing my mind.
So few clients.
It's because some games will be like this where they're like... Because there was a conversation from Larry, and I believe some people were like arguing the fact that they were cutting back mechanics because they didn't want the mechanics to be coming out, you know, not done, like not complete finish, and it's just half-baked or something like that. Usually games are like half-baked if you're not exploring the idea in full. Why is this thing there? Why do you keep giving me these weird-ass markers? Stop putting markers on the map without me knowing, or why I didn't choose to tell you to do it. Oh, what kind of details does this guy have? No. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where the heck this guy is. Oh, so I don't really know his illness until I meet the guy, I guess. Because I don't know what his illness is, it seems. Okay. Well, I'll try to figure out what it is later when I get there. When I find the guy, I guess.
For now, everything seems under control, more or less.
Don't forget to keep an eye out for this garden. Something, sweetie.
Guard of Pruin?
My guess is they're recruiting for some vengeance.
In the meantime, the boys are waiting for our... well, for your orders, my sweet queen.
I hope the rumours about Clay are true. Otherwise...
Oh, she's the wife of Clay, isn't it? I'll talk to her before
Good
we
evening,
end.
miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money.
Yes, I do have money. Aww, they don't have really good rare items I need. But I'll sell some stuff to you. Mirror. I won't sell it yet. Yeah, I'll hold back for a little bit. I don't want to accidentally sell one of the mission items, because I think I have a mission item that's one of these guys. Alright, I'm not gonna talk to her fully yet. I'll probably talk to her fully later in the next episode. Because we're almost closing in on the end of this episode.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve this.
Alright, let's check what's in the back here. I guess the lady regrets that the guy died to the other guy, the vampire's attack.
I think drink no longer streets.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Interesting that everyone seems to be talking like they are being introduced for the first time again every time. True feelings about the boss. Oh, okay. That's some spicy stuff. About the docks?
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
Interesting. So she knows more about the place.
If you're uncertain about your safety here, the docks might not be the right place for you.
I got responsibilities. And it's not like I got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
Fair. Wait, why did it move away from the...
What can you...
People,
you look...
this is a bad...
If you're...
I got
Oh, so that was it? That was the end of it? Okay.
This place seems... How shall I put it? Very colourful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
Okay.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Fair.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Okay. Intriguing.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
The way...
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Ooh. I'm just like, why would you ever ask this kind of question outright? Like, it would be one of the lowest question on the list for me personally. But I think many people ask not because of complexion or like the mannerism. Maybe if it's a very forward mannerism, like a certain accent or a certain way of speaking, maybe it might be interesting to people who knows what part of, I don't know, like, but what part of the United Kingdom are you from? What part of Ireland or Scotland or something? Like, everybody has a different, like, regional space and have a specific dialect. Even Asia has, like, a lot of broken down dialects with different region areas. So it's really interesting to usually ask when it's like that. But basing off of somebody's race, it just doesn't make any sense. But I guess I know why, because obviously there's not a lot of people with different skin types throughout this whole place because of during the war. I don't think there was a lot of people in this kind of category showing up in some of the places that don't seem very diverse in a way, I guess. Not saying it's a bad thing, it's just histories like that, is that some people are not really diverse at that point. Not until like in the not until past like 1960s, I'd say. Yeah, like 1960s, 1950s. Like after World War II, everything became more diverse, I think. A little bit more. And then it became tremendously diverse nowadays because of the fact that everyone has moved around. Everyone has access to flying around, taking a boat, moving about, seeking asylum, seeking for like a new place of better living kind of thing.
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Glasgow, so her father's the one who's coming from a different country, I guess, and that's how they met. Okay, fair enough. True feelings for the boss.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom.
Oh.
Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it, neither.
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
A lot of people are mocking them. Yeah, a lot of people are mocking them to a point where he just doesn't want to take it right now.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
True. If you're very close with one person, they'll try to mock you about it or make fun of you for it. I mean, it's childish stuff, but it happens.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Truth be told, we kind of did this
Goodbye,
last
Miss
time, and she still gave us a hint at least, I guess. Alrighty, I'll probably end it here for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Opening Minds. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day. Good night to one of watching this. A lot of conversations. We're going to continue to have more conversations in the next episode. More conversations with NPCs, of course. Yeah, my speak earlier, of course, was just only parts of what I was thinking about change-ups for the game. I think that another big change-up for me, just to close out, this will probably be my close-out part of it, is probably putting in more leverage to how much more XP you're giving. Because I feel like a lot of the abilities and stuff being tied to the game, or tied to the embracing of the characters, feel kind of sad, because it's just like there's one thing where I'm just like, why not have it where, yeah, you give the player more XP. Maybe the difficulty is what's causing me to feel like it's just not great. I think that's what it is, because I feel like the XP, they were like, there was story mode or something like that, easy mode or something, where it's just like they give you a lot more XP or being more generous. But I'm playing normal, so like normal is somebody who plays a lot of video games and they're just like playing this as like any other game would. People play easy if it's just like they just need to get through it as quickly as possible and stuff like that, I think, or people who just can't grasp difficult games very well, so it's like that. But in general, I just feel like giving more XP and rewarding the scale, having a scale that rewards better would be nice, I think, in this game. But yeah, that would be my final thing for the system change-ups. I think there are some narrative changes I would really like, because right now the RPG of this game feels like we're just playing Jonathan, who's a mix of a lot of problems. Jonathan is, I have a problem because I'm a doctor who's trying to become a legitimate doctor, or I can play Jonathan, the doctor who just is bad at his job and he's just claims to be a good doctor. But we never got the hint of how to make him a good doctor. There's no clear sense of how we can do that. And then there's Jonathan, the guy seeking for the truth of the vampires, and then there's Jonathan, the guy who wants to be the full vampire fantasy thing, or Jonathan, the guy who's like in the middle, where he's just like, I want to kill everybody and do everything terrible to everybody. And it's like, it's simple roleplay stuff, but isn't too layered. It's just very or and not giving players the sort of option that feels legitimately like straightforward to a point. Like, if I'm talking about being a doctor, it feels kind of boring and not strong enough for the dialogue. He's always constantly saying, I'm a doctor. And then it's like, there's nothing followed up by it. It's just like, oh, we know what doctors do here. You suck. Or, oh, we know what you do here. I don't need your help, kind of thing. Like, it's kind of already too much of the same thing. It's just like, there's no new interactions with him saying, I'm a doctor. He could have just said, I'm Jonathan, and do you need something? And that's it. Like, presenting doctor is kind of like saying, I'm a police. It just feels like he's a sheriff in town. I'm a sheriff in town. How may I help? Everybody has a different take of the same job. It's just like, who cares, dude? Nobody cares. And especially when they're important characters you meet over and over again for other reasons. Just makes it kind of annoying. And that's also, I wish there was more NPCs. Like, at least some NPCs around the space that isn't just focused on, like, character interactions. But that's another talk for another time. I would probably talk about that when I'm more closer to the end of the game, maybe. I don't know. I might talk about my thoughts of that in the end, rather than keeping it in the middle. Because it's just, my frustration is there, that I'm just it's slowly kind of making me want to talk about it early, so it doesn't have to be held off to the ending only. But I'll probably regurgitate some of the complaints that I have with the game in my thoughts. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode or another few minutes, and hope you guys have a great, amazing day. Good night to everyone watching this. Roz